Welcome to the Human 5.0 Project, the podcast where we cut straight to the breakthroughs that matter, the show where science meets self-optimization. I'm your host, Ultimate Biohacker 10X, and here we break down the real research, real data, and real dosing behind modern biohacking, from compounds and peptides to techniques, devices, lifestyle strategies, and performance protocols. Most people jump in and jump out before they get the gold, so we're keeping it tight and delivering the essential insights you need without the fluff. If you've taken the time to hit play, we'll make sure you walk away with valuable knowledge that can transform your approach to longevity, health optimization, and beyond.
Part 1 hit a nerve. Adults everywhere asking how to repair their fractured focus, and parents wondering what to do for their kids in this screen-saturated mess. This episode is designed for adults first, because whether you're rebuilding your own cognitive edge, leading a team, or running a household, the principle is the same. Adults set the environment, and the environment shapes the brain. So today I'm giving you a protocol you can use on yourself, and if you're a parent, I'll show you how to scale it inside your home. This protocol is for any adult trying to reclaim focus, and if you're a parent, you're also the architect of the environment your kids are growing up in. We're talking a 14-day neural reset to interrupt the reflex, rolling into a 90-day rebuild for sustained capacity, plus the metrics to measure progress. This is the Human 5.0 Project, and I'm Ultimate Biohacker 10X. Let's get strategic and lock this one in. If you did the 14-day reset from part 1, good. That matters. But let's be honest, a short reset can calm the noise and stop the bleeding. But it does not automatically rebuild capacity. That's the mistake that most people make. They feel a little better, they assume they're fixed, and then slide right back into the same environment that trained the problem in the first place. So let's be precise. A detox reduces reactivity. A protocol rebuilds stamina. And attention, just like strength, sleep, or cardio, comes back through repetition. Not random motivation, not guilt, not one strong weekend. Through training, a couple of weeks can interrupt the habit, but it usually takes a couple of months of repetition before the new pattern feels automatic. Adults just don't need less screen time. We need restored depth, tolerance for effort, and a nervous system that doesn't crave constant hits. The same goes for our households. Kids don't just need restrictions. They need an environment where focus feels normal. Repair your own habits first, then build a home where focus is easier to sustain than distraction. Attention isn't a fixed trait, it's a capacity you train. Constant novelty builds scanning habits, deliberate effort rebuilds depth. For adults, this means reducing stimulation, building low stim tolerance, and extending focus. The payoff? Sharper thinking, stable mood, and real productivity. If you're a parent, kids rarely outregulate the adults around them. Your job isn't policing, it's redesigning the environment. Children absorb the rhythm of the home before they obey the rules. Model depth, and they'll inherit it. In other words, don't just manage devices, manage the norms. The goal of the first 14 days is simple. Stop feeding the reflex loop. Most modern brains, adult and child alike, are living inside a variable reward system. Swipe, reward. Tap, reward. Scroll, reward. Maybe nothing, maybe something. Maybe something amazing. That unpredictability is what makes the loop sticky. So for 14 days, we interrupt it. For adults, that means no phone for the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking, no short-form video, no endless autoplay, no just checking every 90 seconds. One screen at a time. 20 minutes of daily print reading. One short, mildly uncomfortable focus block every day. A 10-minute walk with no audio, no phone, no stimulation. And if you're a parent, here's the translation. Don't just confiscate devices and call it a strategy. Remove the highest friction, highest reward inputs first. That means the slot machine apps, the rapid-fire loops, algorithmic junk that trains compulsive switching. Then redesign the household rhythm. No devices during meals, transitions, or right before bed. Replace that stimulation with tactile friction. Books, Legos, drawing, baking, puzzles, paper planning, real wordplay. Because if you're a parent, the real goal is not just less screen time, it's building a home where constant stimulation is no longer the default. This is where the recalibration starts, for you and for your household. Once the reflex loop gets weaker, now we build the muscle. This is where people quit too early. They feel less overstimulated and think they're done. They're not done. They're just less inflamed. Now the real rebuild starts. For adults, I want you using a stamina ladder. Start with a focus block that is realistic, 15 minutes, then 20, then 25. Each week, add about 5 minutes. That's progressive overload for attention. By day 45, you can sit with one meaningful task for 35 to 40 minutes without reflexively reaching for a hit of novelty. Correct? Also, one core rule. Deep work before dopamine. Before social media, random browsing, or digital junk, do one thing that demands focus. And create an analog nook. One place in your home where the brain learns. This is where depth happens. If you're a parent, this phase is not about becoming the screen police 24/7. It's about creating structure, predictable reading windows, homework blocks, screen-free quiet zones, gradual increases in sustained attention, and a household rhythm where boredom is tolerated, not instantly medicated with a device. Kids rarely outregulate the adults around them, so if you're building this for them, model it first. Phase 3 is where the protocol stops feeling like a reset and starts feeling like your new operating system. This is no longer about using screens less. This is about becoming the kind of person who can direct attention on command. In 2026, the greatest competitive advantage isn't more tech. It's sustained focus. For adults, that means 2 real focus blocks a day, deeper reading, and scheduled windows for digital input instead of reactive checking. Attentional rehearsal? Here we go. 10 minutes of silence to practice noticing wanders and returning. Tie to life, less procrastination, calmer decisions, better presence. For parents, this is where the household starts to feel different. Fewer chaotic transitions, less negotiation around screens, better conversations, and more tolerance for the ordinary moments that used to trigger a device reflex. Supervised tech windows for kids. Stack their blocks, schoolwork and creative play. Foster deeper engagement, family reads, unprompted chats. And adults, go first. Your modeling makes the container. By day 90, the goal is simple. Focus is no longer something you chase, it's something that you've actually rebuilt. Do not just track screen time. Track the signs that attention is actually coming back online. For adults, ask yourself these. How long does it take you to fall asleep once the lights are out? A calmer brain usually falls asleep faster and more predictably. How many uninterrupted minutes can you read before the urge to check something kicks in? That's one of the cleanest markers of recovering depth. How often are you reaching for your device with no real purpose? That's a behavioral mirror of fragmentation. Are you less snappy, less restless, less mentally fried by the afternoon? Attention repair often shows up emotionally before it shows up professionally. And how long do you avoid starting the thing you know you need to do? As attention improves, that emotional resistance drops. If you're a parent, watch for these in kids. Smoother transitions when it's time to stop an activity, less meltdown energy around meals, homework, or bedtime, better tolerance for boredom, longer reading or building time, better eye contact and conversational presence, less frantic, I need a screen behavior the second there's an empty space. That's the real dashboard, not just screen time, but behavior, mood, sleep, stamina, and presence. The EdTech Trap is designed to be sticky, but your brain is more adaptable than the algorithm. And that's the good news. If you're listening as an adult, this protocol starts with you. And if you're listening as a parent, it still starts with you. Because kids inherit more than rules. They inherit rhythms, they inherit norms, they inherit the pace of the home. So the mission is simple. Repair your own attention, build a better environment, and make depth normal again inside your walls. 14 days breaks the reflex. 90 days rebuilds the capacity. So here's your challenge. For the next 14 days, track just 4 things. Sleep latency, reading stamina, irritability, and phone pickups. That's it. Because once you can measure the drift, you can start correcting it. And this is not about becoming less modern. This is about becoming more human inside a modern environment. Download the Attention Tracker PDF from show notes. Share your metrics on Instagram at UltimateBiohacker10x, and rate, share, and reclaim your edge. Now, this is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. And if issues are severe, consult a pro. This is cognitive recovery. Stay strategic, stay adaptable, and most importantly, stay in control. This is Ultimate Biohacker 10x, and I'm out. Thanks for listening to the Human 5.0 Project.
If you found value in today's episode, share it with someone who's ready to elevate their biology. Make sure to follow the show for weekly deep dives into peptides, protocols, devices, lifestyle strategies, and the science of high-performance longevity. Until next time, stay curious, stay optimized, and stay 10x